Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Nationwide Haul Equipment Review. With you as always, Pablo. I'm here part of the sales team. Today we're going to review this bad boy behind me, and this is basically what we call a steel frame half round trailer. Okay, now we're going to go over this trailer and we're going to go over some key points that Mack offers with this particular spec. This spec is specifically done for heavy teardown. Okay, so we're talking about big slats of concrete that are going to be picked up and thrown into this thing. So this is made nice and tough for that type of material. We do have customers that will also use it when they tear down roads to get that material and also throw it into there. But really that type of material is very light for this type of trailer. This is really built for heavy duty stuff. So we'll start here at the front. So the trailer comes with a standard 108-inch hose for the PTO. It's rated at 3,000 PSI. But very important to note that, a lot of this stuff is tested really at double what its capacity is to make sure that it's not, that nothing is going to happen that could damage a driver or any accident with the drivers. At the end of the day, 3,000 PSI is overkill. Most of this equipment runs at much less PSI and much less oil flow. So from here we come here to the hoist. This is a what's called an 85-250 custom hoist. That means it's an 8-inch, 5-stage, and at its highest point extended is 250 inches tall. We have the guard plate there that we have for the hoist. As we come down this way, this is what is called a radius corner, which is how this particular unit is made. And then as you notice over here, there's a slope nose, is also called that, and that's basically designed so that you can have the hoist in the exterior of the trailer. On the top here, you're gonna see we have kind of notched out this area of the top of the bulkhead, specifically for one reason. That top little area right there, that's where most tarp companies are gonna wanna mount their housing for the electric front to back tarps. In these particular units, what we've done so far is we've done the Aero Easy Cover electric front to back, and we'll show you some other features as we move back on the trailer that also helps the tarp system be installed properly. As we move forward here, we have basically, these are what are called dump guides. So Mack Trailer will do this so as the dump is coming down with a load, even if it's a little uneven, it'll still bring it down and allow it to drop how it's supposed to drop. If you get close here, you'll see that we have like a little rubber wear plate. Here, this is another feature that we do so that way you don't have metal on metal banging on itself constantly. As we continue to move down here, we have obviously conspicuity tape that's running all the way across, or DOT tape as most people know it. Here we have a Yoast landing gear. The gear on this is about a 62,500, but the static load rating on this is probably going to go between 120,000 to 140,000 pounds. This right here are the brackets that we put in specifically for the tarp. The tarp system, here's where you mount the springs for the tarp arms, and then the top arms will basically go front to back. Again, we do an Aero Easy Cover front to back on these things. The half round, as you can see, is because of this kind of shape that you have on the trailer. The top rail is basically a steel hardened pipe that we put on the top. Through years of engineering, we figured out that this is probably the best option to have on the top of this trailer. It'll come with a marker light here in the front, one here, and one towards the back. And basically you have that duplicated on the other side of the trailer as well. The trailer comes with 22.5 wheels, and it comes with 22.5 tire general, 16-ply tires on it. Both the inside and the outside of them are polished all aluminum wheels. The suspension on this particular trailer is an air ride. So it's a Hendrickson Intrax 25K air ride. And then over here in the front, which we failed to show you, is we have basically the suspension air dump right here. So this is for you to manually inflate and deflate the air dump. Also here, obviously you have all the decals that you need for the trailer, VIN plate, Mack Trailer, QR code, and then of course all your inspections on there as well. Before we walk back, let's talk a little bit about this frame. So this is a 31 pound per square foot frame. This is a real heavy duty frame. And this is what we would put on this type of trailer that's really built to get real heavy materials being loaded on there. This particular unit is a closed tandem, axle spacing at 52 inches. We have the aluminum wheels, 22.5. We also have the general 22.5 tires, 16-ply. And the unit itself comes with the air suspension, which is a Hendrickson Intrax 25K. As we get closer to the back here, we have the man stairs right here that we have to use to get up there and see if there's any issues with loads or material. And then what we have here as we get to the door is we have a manual lock for the door. This type of door is, so basically this is your typical swing door. This door will come with a top swing and it'll also come with a side swing. So this one in particular is a side swing, all done with AR450 steel right now for this particular model. Now, if I took and I asked Mac to do this spec, they now do it with the AR500, so it's become even tougher on the newer models. In the back, you see the light configuration is 3 large in the center, 3 large on the side over here. We have the full mud flap configuration. The one in the middle specifically is so that you don't have any material getting back in there and creating havoc in the suspension or the brakes or anything like that. This door is also AR450 steel that's used on this door. And one of the great features that Mac has on these doors are these guides. You know, this door eventually will get heavy. Eventually it'll slag down a little bit. And as it does, we have this feature right here which will allow the door to always climb up and make life easier for the operator. Of course, always anything to make life easier on the operator, and that's what Mac's all about. The door itself, or the hinges, in most areas you'll find these locks, as well as on the door, you'll see all the little lubrication nozzles, which are used to lubricate the door hinges, and obviously also the locking mechanism on the door as well. Back over here, when you're able to swing this completely open, you have your hook over here for the chain to make sure that the door does not close and create any injuries for the drivers or anybody else that may be around it. And then of course we have the front mud flaps here. So it's the best engineering you're gonna find in the market, the most attention to detail, and the best trailer you're gonna get for your money, and that never fails. So one of the things we do want to reiterate and we want to make a point on is, again, this is all Hardox AR450 steel, but the new configuration, so the new units, if we were to order more of these exactly with the same spec, it will be a Hardox AR500 steel that they're using now. So it's very important to let the customer know that it is upgraded in that sense. Anybody who's interested in this, you can always find this equipment at nationwidehaul.com. We thank you for always participating in these videos and for allowing us to show you these wonderful products. And we hope to continue to do these videos as we move forward. Thank you.